Hey guys, I am Gustav and I'm the founder of GOATLANE. I am really excited to start working with Golfers Paradise. Hopefully I will come to visit you guys soon. But first things off, we are a Swedish golf brand. We launched in 2020. This is our 6th year. And I met Mark and Agnieszka at the PGA show in Orlando. I've known about the Golfers Paradise for a couple of years, obviously, and I'm really excited to get this started. Right now I'm in Stockholm. I'm sitting at my home course here in Djursholm, where I spent my summers. I'm coming from a golf background, but I actually studied business economics in Milan, and then I worked in economics. And then 6 years ago, I stopped working in that part of the world, and I launched GOATLANE. What I realized when I was younger, there's so much focus on the performance, but for me, golf is more than just a performance product or sport. It's a whole lifestyle. That's why you can see people from 5 years old playing up to their 80s and 90s. When it comes to production, as mentioned, we produce everything in Portugal, just outside Porto. A man named Mr. Carvalho. He is about 65, 70 years old. But he worked with shoes since he was 16. So he really knows how to make really good shoes. It's a family-owned business. We have done every production there since we started. So we work very closely with him and getting the fabrics. This is the color that we launched this year. I know you don't have this color right now, but I just want to give you some brief update on the material that we use. So this is the rubber outsole. It's 20% recycled. 4mm grip pattern. This was developed with Henrik Norlander, the PGA Tour player that I mentioned that plays with our shoes. The grain white leather, they're not waterproof, but they are water resistant. Since the quality of leather is really high, we play in Sweden a lot, and you can play in every condition, I would say. So not waterproof, but they hold up really good with the rain and early mornings. Italian leather, some styles have a Portuguese leather, 100% recyclable inside lining. We are really pride in getting top quality products. This is like a TPU branded G to hold up the laces. Many brands are doing seasonal styles. I believe in having collections and colors that stand for many years. So I would say 100% of our styles are carryovers, which means every drop that we make, we want to keep them in our line of production. So when it comes to how the shoes is built, we have this rubber outsole, and then we have an EVA midsole to give a bit more comfort. Nothing you can see on the inside, and then we have the insole. So this is the heel to toe drop. So it's almost like a flat shoe. It's 4mm heel to toe drop. So that's gives a very solid ground to stand on. It's not stitched insole, so you can easily replace them with your favorite insole if the buyers want to have a different style. And then polyester lace, so it's a bit stretchy, which is for me something that I like. The toe box is for this collection that we received. It's slightly wider here in the toe box. We still get a slim line, but it's I would say it's like a medium foot. It's not wide, but it's not really the slim look. Apart from the rubber outsole and how it's built, maybe you get some questions how it's built together. And it's glued and then it's stitched around. Some other details that we have, it's embroidered logo here. And then we have a stamped embossed one. So this is actually made in a different factory. So all the stitch outs are made in a factory close to the ones we make the production. So it's all put together, and then we have a branded printed logo here on the side. If there's orange style, we'll match it with the orange inside lining. I think that's a nice small detail to the look. You might get a question on how to really take care of the shoes, and if not, I give you this short brief on how to really take care of them. And so yeah, using a cedar tree really helps up the longevity of the shoe. This is not a synthetic material. Using a damp towel after the round usually helps out. I actually sometimes use a toothbrush to clean up the rubber. This is the plain leather collection, but we also have the grain leather, so they usually get even better over time, in my opinion. They're super easy to clean, so highly recommend the CO3 because that really holds up the shoes for a long period. Our best selling colors are the green-white contour and followed by white contour and then gray and navy. In the US we sell a lot of navy, which hasn't really followed the trend here in Sweden. And then also the dark green has been performing quite well here in Sweden as well. Our focus is not getting as many doors as possible. That's why we've also partnered with Golfers Paradise. I think the locations that you have are what we want. In the US, we have launched the last 8 months, we launched about 70, 80 golf clubs, like Shinnecock, who hosts US Open this year. We have Cypress Point, #1 in the world. We have Seminole, #1 in Florida. So we're trying really to get the brand out on the right locations instead of chasing volume. And so that's how we're trying to build the brand, the top level clubs that really appreciate the quality and understand the price points. So we're not really trying to compete on the lower price point because it's barely impossible when you have production in Europe. But we think that's something you can bring along when you're talking to the clients and the customers coming in, like what we are. We are a lifestyle brand, and we think that I wear my shoes every day, on the course and off the course, even to dinners and going to the grocery store. They are super comfortable and they perform on a very high level. As mentioned, we have Henrik Stenson and Henrik Norland played in the shoes the last period. We also have another style called Tour Edition, which was the first launch of the products that we made. Did 2 drops with Grant Horvath, which is one of the largest golf influencers. We did that for almost 2 years, and we're not signed with him at this point, but that also gives you an idea that we have some good recognition in the social media as well, and ambassadors in that sense. We don't have ambassadors in Switzerland, but most of the ambassadors here in Sweden, you can see them wearing the shoes on and off the course, which is quite nice for us to see. That is not only on the golf course they wear the shoes, they really fall in love with the brand. We can also see that, and hopefully we'll see that as well in a couple of months, that people that are buying the first 1 pair of shoes, they come back quite fast. And that tells something about the brand, even though we are not like the big animals yet on the market. So I think this gives some uniqueness to the golf stores, and hopefully gives you an idea when you're talking to the people coming into the store that who we are. We are a Swedish brand. The niche is the handmade golf sneakers, but we have other verticals as well. Something you don't really carry now for like hats and towels and polos and t-shirts. But there's more to the brand than just golf sneakers. You may think that the buyer is in the 20s. I would say the average buyer is 30 to 50. And we try to brand ourselves to the 35-year-old. So when you're 50, you tend to wish you were maybe 35. When you're 20, 25, you might wish you're 35. So that's the sweet spot we're targeting. People that are modern in their sense of golfers, but also like the lifestyle aspect out of it. I did mention the top level clubs that we work with in the US. We also work with some of the nice clubs in England, like Sunningdale, Wentworth, Centurion, Beaverbrook, the London Club, and Royal St. Ports. And in Spain we have Valderrama, Finca Cortesin, and Brisas. So that's the target that we're trying to build a brand in the top level clubs, not only getting the volume through the quantity of doors. So that's maybe not unique. As a small brand you need to have sales, but I think giving that to the buyers and the retailers, that we really put the trust in helping us actually grow, because I think we really have a product that's a good timing at this point in this market. Golf is really growing, so this I think will be something the buyers and golfers want these days. We are also launching now from European 35, so that will cover females but also juniors. I don't think you have that size yet, but I'll try to convince Agnieszka and Mark to bring in some more sizes and all the way up to European 48. So we cover quite big size numbers. They are unisex. I could never launch a brand without approving from my wife and mom and sister who also need to carry the brand, and all my siblings' kids that are growing up and having the small sizes. So it's family first and get the sizes correct. Apart from shoes, we do have t-shirt and polos, but when it comes to accessories, we have a couple of those items as well. Something you don't carry today, but I'll try to convince you and the team. Our head covers are made in Sweden, so they have quite nice storytelling for us to tell that. We have our socks, does really well on the e-com, and they're also made in Sweden. And then we have the monogram towels that are one of the best-selling items, made in Asia and China. And we have 3 styles of hats, like rope hats, performance hats, and cotton hats, also made in China. So those are in some aspect like brand pieces that I think aligns quite well on how I want the brand to look and feel. And we are planning to launch other collections as well. We have the gloves. The gloves are fantastic, and we're trying to match the gloves with the shoes that we now launched last week. And they are actually produced in the factory as some of the other big brands out there. So they're really top quality. For me, on a personal level, it would be amazing to see GOATLANE grow as one of the better brands in the store. I've spent many years or many vacations in Switzerland. My dad used to live there. My 3 cousins and relatives been living there since childhood and still lives in Switzerland. So I spent most of my winter breaks in Switzerland, and not the summers. I did some summers when I lived in Milan because we did the studies in Switzerland before the exams. But summers for me has been playing golf in Sweden and then go skiing in Switzerland when the time's been the season's been there. But yeah, it would be really cool to see the brand evolve on the Swiss market, and I really look forward to visit all the stores and come and meet you guys on a personal basis. And I hope that will be soon. And I'm always available on phone or a call. For me, I hope this gives you an idea who we are as a brand and who I am, and I really think that we can do some really good branding and sales about GOATLANE. And I'm really excited for this partnership, and I appreciate you listening in and get to know us.